From gaiters to wedding invitations to wall art and even gift wrap and scarves, our next guest turns everyday items into something extraordinary with her signature watercolor style. Fort Worth-based artist Catherine Cartie is a watercolorist, illustrator, and calligrapher whose work has captured hearts across the country, and she's here to tell us a little bit more and maybe give me a lesson. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I am excited for you to be here too. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you to become a watercolor artist.
So I didn't actually become an artist until I became a mom, and I was a stay-at-home mom, and my kids just were inspiring me to have some kind of creative outlet. And it was fun. Watercolor was great to be able to bring them into it. It dries quickly, they can watch, we can move it easily, and it just kind of has snowballed from there.
It's snowballed from there, and people are really picking up on some of your art. And one of the things that you're known for, kind of like your signature, are butterflies.
Yes.
And that's what you're going to be teaching me how to do right now. So I'm paying attention. I want to have this watercolor lesson. Can you tell me, first of all, how do you prepare the paint?
Okay, so we're gonna paint a little monarch butterfly. So first what I do is I get this really concentrated paint, and so we're just gonna do a couple drops in this palette here and mix it with some water.
All right, let's do it.
So we're gonna do just like, I don't know, 2 or 3, maybe 4 drops of this. And then what I do is I just take my brush, so I got you your own brush here. It's a round brush, and so the round brushes are able to have a pointy tip to make fine lines, and then you can also move the angle of it to make thicker lines. So you can take that one.
Okay, now I do want to warn you.
Yes.
I have no artistic ability.
That's perfect.
Zero capacity whatsoever.
Good.
I mean, like, I'm really bad at this.
Low expectations is the way to start.
Okay,
let's do it.
That's what we're gonna do then. All right.
Okay, so dip your brush in your water.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just kind of splash some water on here just
Okay.
to dilute this because it's very, it's very
right.
concentrated. Okay, so the first technique we're gonna do is wet on wet. And so that's mixing 2 wet watercolors at the same time. So we're gonna do a red and a yellow.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna paint these wings and just really wherever you want. There's no coloring in the lines here.
Okay, because you know
this is how we like
that's
to
been
do
my
it.
challenge since
Yes.
2nd grade. I would give my friends my Kit Kat bar from my lunchbox for them to do my artwork for class because I was so bad at coloring.
Well,
so
you know
let's
what?
keep going.
Art is not about coloring in the lines.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so we're just gonna go like wherever you want. We're gonna also just add some water if you wanna add some water.
And then by
There you go.
adding the water, I guess it just kind of dilutes the color,
Yes.
correct?
So the more water you add, the lighter the color is. So if I'm adding a lot of water here, it's almost pink. And then, so for wet on wet technique, we're gonna add some yellow here, and it's gonna bring it into a really pretty orange.
Oh, I love that. I love the blending of the colors.
Yes, and so this is a really fun way to just get a really good flow of colors, and this is what the beauty of watercolor is that you don't really control it, you kind of let it do its own thing.
And honestly, it feels kind of like therapeutic,
It is,
too.
yes.
You can truly do your own creations. As you mentioned, there's no rules associated with
Right.
it. So, but I am curious, what are some common mistakes that people make when it comes to watercolors?
Honestly, I think with watercolor, one of the most common mistakes is just trying to be perfect. Water has a mind of its own, and you kind of just have to flow with it. So I think just the looser you are, the better it is, and the more life it has.
Well, and what you've been able to do so successfully as we're finishing up our little butterflies, you've been able to translate this artwork into other types of items, including these fantastic scarves that you have here. It's been great to see how you've been able to translate it. How has that process been for you?
It's been so fun to be able to have not just art on a canvas, but just wearable art. And I see my friends wear it. I see people like all over the place wear things. And it's just really neat to have different venues and different ways of expressing my art.
And I think that these are beautiful. And scarves are really kind of coming back.
Oh,
too.
yes.
People are wearing them and they really jazz up an outfit. And to know that this is original artwork from you that people are able to wear has got to be super exciting.
It's
for you.
really exciting.
All right, you're also a mom.
Yes.
And there's a lot to juggle with
Yes.
being a mom and also having your own business. How do you kind of keep it all together?
I don't keep it all together.
Okay, there you go.
But it's a beautiful mess, and my kids are really involved. They like to help me think of ideas for things, and I really like that they're proud of me and they watch me build a business. I started inside of my house, and just recently I have a warehouse and like an office outside of my house, so they've been part of it the entire time. And so it's really neat for them to kind of feel like they have ownership.
Yeah, I was just about to say, so
Yeah.
they've taken on some ownership too, and they've been allowed an opportunity to express their creativity.
Oh, yes.
This is like a win-win for your entire family.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
so
great.
where can people find you, my friend?
So my website is catherinecartie.com, and I'm on Instagram at Catherine Cartie.
I'm glad that you were here.
Thank you so much
I
for
really
having
do feel
me.
good about my butterfly. I want to
It's
finish
beautiful.
It. All right.
It's beautiful. Take it home.
Thanks again for joining us.